Shit, I'm the best thing on her. Shit, I am the shit.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the ball. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that can end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. When the cop cars try to catch me, cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up. If I let my dogs off the leash, they do my work to get out of Dodge for the East. Honestly, they can smell the blood and the beef, and they don't leave anything behind at the east. I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. When the cop cars try to catch me, cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin.
Man, good evening, man. It's another Monday in the basement, baby. Sports recap show. Man, it's your host, Hank, baby. I'm here for you. For those who are more than likely feeling like me, taking a couple L's this weekend as far as my college team, my NFL team. It's rough, man. God damn, man. It seems like it's like this every week. It seems like it's every week for me, right? I don't know what to say now. College, we up to, I think, what, week 9? Week 8, got 4 more weeks to go. Yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough. 8 weeks in the NFL season. My team's 2-6. They ain't looking good for us. So right now, man, I'm just barely holding on, baby. I guess one good thing about college, man, it is college basketball, and my college basketball usually gives me a little bit more joy than my pro teams. It's rough, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It's rough right now. So let me do this real fast, man. I need for you guys. Y'all remember I did one-on-one with my son a couple weeks ago, man. Again, for those who haven't heard, I just want to thank you guys for for being involved and engaged in the whole conversation. I had a great time. He had a great time. But unfortunately, the other day, Thursday, he twisted his ankle. So please, guys, if y'all can, keep my son in your prayers for quick healing. He'll be out for a couple more weeks. For 3 weeks is what they projecting. So unfortunately, he got hurt. He got in the game. He's probably about a minute and a half in the game. He twisted his ankle, man. Came down. The defender didn't give him no space to land, and they called a foul because, it's what they do now. But, unfortunately, he got hurt a minute and a half in the game. And look, he was pumped. And he was doing great things, man. Had a hell of a pass. Was playing some good defense on the other end. So it's just unfortunate he got hurt. So, guys, if you can, just keep my son in your prayers for quick healing and get back on the court and playing sports he loves. So, unfortunately for his team, they lost this past weekend. So right now they sit at 1-1. So they won that first game on last Thursday, and they lost this past Saturday. So, just pray for him. And like I said, a quick recovery if y'all can. I appreciate that, guys. And Sweet said, please don't remind him, man. So, okay, my man Smitty is a Commanders fan. That's we got a politically correct way to say it. A Commanders, okay. Man, look, I know you feeling what I'm feeling. I feel you feel my pain, then, brother. It's rough. Kentucky lost to Tennessee again. We lost to them. Had a chance to take the lead, but unfortunately we didn't. Had a chance to win the game towards the end, and unfortunately we didn't. So it was rough, but it started early today, right? I had some bets in, right? So let me say this: for entertainment purposes only, right? Betting is for entertainment purposes only. So I had some bets in, and unfortunately, one of my bets was an early game at like about 1:00, and that didn't come through at all for me, guys. Not at all. So I took the prop bets. Shout out to my man Ray, who turned me on to some teams. Ray, half my most of the teams won. I picked a variance of 5. It's rough, man. So the first game that I had on the bet card was Oklahoma. Now look, guys, only thing I needed Oklahoma was to be winning by 4.5 points. Now we know it's not possible 4.5, but I need at least them be winning by 5. I was hoping for 7-0 in halftime, maybe. That's all right. I'll be winning by 7. A touchdown. I ain't need an extra point, just a touchdown. They couldn't even do that. They was only winning by 3. So right then and there, they just kept my whole ticket. Just damn near ruined my whole day, man, just on that. But, I'm thinking, okay, well, it's going to get better because my college football team actually played that night, and hopefully we can pull off, an upset because they was ranked and we wasn't. And we couldn't do that. And the fact that we had a chance, we had the ball at the end of the game and we could not convert, it pissed me off. So that's how my Saturday started, man. God bless me. I need it, man. Oh, man, Red, I appreciate that, sis. I promise you I do. Man, like I said, his fantasy football team is getting killed again. Well, I can't say much. My team ain't doing no better. Unfortunately, as a man who has multiple fantasy teams, I'm playing against a duo that I have in a couple other leagues with Jalen Hurt and AJ Brown. And unfortunately, my man Logic is beating me right now by like 30-some points. And I'm done. He's done. So the game is completed. There's no help for it. I'm done. None at all. So my man E Black said his fantasy team getting killed too. I know, buddy. You told you was king of the mountain. Right now you on a horrible slide because I think it's 2 in a row for you, my guy. I would say good luck, but I want you to use every game you play from here on out because you made that statement. And you talk about you gonna kill me, and it cost my man E Black a few coins. I'm not gonna say how much. I'm not gonna put his business out there, but he did have to cash out me some change. I did receive it, and I thank you, my brother. But unfortunately, I might be taking a hell of a L if Colorado can't mess around and get this 6 games. Because me and Logic has a nice little bet going. And right now, he's looking good. Because Colorado can't get to the 6-win mark right now. They have 4 games left, and I need 2 of them. Now, are they winnable games? Yes, they are. But with the way they looking, man, I don't know what is considered winnable for them anymore. Games they should have won, beating against these weaker teams, they taking L's, like Stanford. Games they had a chance on, like the UCLA, even though I knew they was underdog, they taking L's. Now, there's some things that happened in that game, man, and I'm going to definitely go to a clip to show the discrepancy. I don't know about it, but it was bad. But I'm going to definitely show it. Shout out to my moderator. Beautiful Miss Dorian. Them boys, okay, well, right now they they good. They won. They won the other day. They beat the sorriest Ram team I ever seen play, man, and they beat them pretty bad. I mean, it wasn't even close. I'm surprised they didn't take that sorry ass game off the television. It was so bad. Man, I'm like, God bless that. It just looked like a JV versus varsity game, man. That's what it looked like. But I'm going to definitely drop the link for those who are feeling my pain, because I know there's some guys I heard who are feeling the same pain that I am currently, whether you want to admit it or not. Some of you rotate on your teams. Some of you guys, you flip-flop. I only got one NFL team. That's how I roll. But we got some brothers out there, man. I ain't going to say his name, Ron, that has multiple teams. So one team lost and one team won. Ron was a benefit of the Miami Dolphins winning, but he was not the beneficiary when the 49ers lost to the Bengals. So shout out to all my Bengal fans. I know I have a few that follow me in the basement. Shout out to them. I know Miss Motivated. She's one of them who's a big fan of not only the Bengals, but she's a fan of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And so she had a great weekend. Me, I wish I could have said the same, but I can't. My team took double L's. It's not good. It's not good at all. But I'm resilient. I'm going to bounce back. And today's Monday. It's a new day. And I'm glad to be in the basement with you guys. To y'all to hear to lift my spirits. Even though I know some of you guys will take shots at Hink. Y'all will make fun of me. Y'all will give me hell. And that's okay. I deserve it. My team lost, man. I mean, I can't really say nothing, man. I gotta grin and bear and keep it moving. I have to grin and bear and keep it moving. But it's gonna be all right? It's definitely gonna be all right. But with that being said, let's talk about this college football, because we're gonna get to the main topic a little bit later. Let's talk about this college football. Now I want to play this clip real fast of this from the UCLA and the Colorado game, right? So, at the time they was playing, I mean, at halftime it was 7-6. Colorado was hanging in there, doing what they need to do. They made 2 field goals. So they're doing good. They're not punching the ball in the end zone, but they are, playing respectable D, right? They doing what they need to do, playing good ball. Offense was kind of stagnant. They were just kicking field goals. But the good thing about it, UCLA wasn't doing what they needed to do. They didn't take advantage of it in the first half. So it is what it is. But dude, hey, how about boy? I tell you, boy, I love my brother JT, man, but I sure ain't heard him say nothing about the Detroit Lions. Damn near the whole season. But boy, they winning, they looking good. Damn near got the division locked up, and he come with this bullshit. Well, y'all play tonight, guys. Don't speak too soon. Y'all could take an L tonight. Y'all could take an L tonight now. I mean, I doubt it. I'm hoping for it. But you could. It is very well possible. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight with the ragged-ass Detroit Lions that nobody really give a shit about. Unfortunately, they played the weak-ass Raiders, man. God damn. Look, I'm a star. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I gonna probably beat the brakes off them side son bitch. They are trash. They are trash. JT, congratulations to your team on another win. I'm hoping I jinx them when I say this. I'm hoping I jinx it, but it doesn't look good for you, boy. It doesn't look good for me. And that's okay. It's not our year, right? It's not our year. And, man, we might need to get a new coach. Look, I don't know. I'm the jury's still out on Justin Fields. I don't want to just turn the page on him just yet because I don't know, man. We're going to have 2 high first-round picks, top 5 more than likely. Look at this dude coming here lying. Oh, he lying. Oh, come on. Come on, man. My fantasy team is 8-0. But I killed the draft. Who are you playing against? A bunch of dumbasses? Just hear me out. Now, look, guys. Just hear me out. He's a cool guy. He's a guy look like the mascot for the Minnesota Vikings. He's a Seattle Seahawks, right? Man, I sure like to know who you playing against. Your team 8-0 right now. Come on, man. He said, I'll send you a screenshot on IG. Now, how am I know it's your team? Don't send me somebody who's 8-0 and you know playing and it's not your team. I need proof it's your team now. He says an auction draft. Yeah, I don't like them things. But look here. Just hear me out. You know the beautiful thing about this, man, you in the basement, you part of the basement dwellers, you have the opportunity to join the fantasy football team next year. You have the opportunity to join the basement fantasy football team next year. We only had 8 guys this year. I wish we had 10 so we can hold it like we need to hold it, man. But, it was still cool. It's still going on, still cool. Speaking of that, I might need to collect some money from certain individuals. They will be getting an email here shortly, within a day or so, to remind them of their balance. But my man says, you are so disrespectful, homie. Yeah. Fuck Detroit, man. God damn, fuck the Lions. I ain't gonna lie to you, JT. I'm gonna be disrespectful right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. He said sent. God damn it. I know that's right. Look, guys, I ain't gonna put his team out there, man. He might even embarrass me talking about he 8-0. He can prove it's gonna be embarrassing. I can't say I'm 8-0. Right now, I'm 3-5. 3-5. 3-5. It's rough. Good evening, Mr. Neal. We talk about my birds right now. We talk about our birds, and it's not good. Mr. Neal's not good. I hope your day's going well, though. All right, well, look. He says, my face is my team logo. It's hard not to see it. You ain't lying. I mean, if that's what it is, I got to respect that. Said 8 teams, 15 years. Hold on now. Just hear me out. Really? Really? Just, come on, man. Come on, man. 8 teams? Y'all been doing it for 15 years. Y'all need to mess it up 8 teams. Now that's some bull crap, man. Your team probably stacked. Well, everybody's team probably stacked only 8 teams. God damn. Really? You need to stop this. Now let me give just a big credit. He did have a funny video on IG, him and his cat. It looked like he's playing with some type of headband or something. It was funny. I give him credit for that. You know, I used to like them cat videos. Now they just annoy me. But it's kind of funny to see the man with the cat and the games they're playing. So I'm being vulnerable right now. You know why? Because I'm sad. I'm sad because my football team ain't shit, man. God damn, I'm about to have a goddamn meltdown. This is crazy. But back to what I was saying. The jury's still out on Fields. I don't want to turn a page on him just yet. But, man, it's getting hard. Now, I know yesterday's loss wasn't on him. You know, it has nothing to do with him. But a change is going to have to be made, man. Look, I'm hoping he can find some way, come back here soon. He's not going to play. He's not playing again this week against the Saints. So we're going to ride with a rookie. This nail's tough, man. Man. I promise it's tough. It's tough. Man, I get so passionate about my teams, man. It's tough right now. And you're right. I do need to calm down. I see some other people. Now, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to leave it alone. Just disappointed. Very disappointed in my squad. We got to do better. And I said, I need Montgomery to come back. Well, he won't be there tonight, so you might as well forget that. So, again, like I said, we are in the running for 2 top 5 picks in the draft. Unfortunately, we definitely need Carolina to continue to lose so we could possibly get the number 1 overall pick. But they decided to want to beat the Houston Texans the other day. So that didn't help my case. Unfortunately, that's what happens. It is what it is, man. But with that being said, having a top 5 pick in the draft, more than likely, we should. I like our options, and it depends on what we do. Now, I know I'm hearing some rumors about Chase Young, possible trade. Perfectly, we don't make a silly move and trade a first-round pick for him. He's definitely not worth it. Late second, maybe an early third, he's worth. Not a first at all. No, let's don't do that. But if we do end up trading and getting Young and still keeping our first-round draft picks, definitely one of them I would like to see Marvin Harris Jr. to be one of the picks. Maybe address some more offensive linemen as a possibility. Maybe another tackle. I feel like we got our right tackle right now. I think we need a good left tackle. But let me take it back. I like Braxton Jones, man. I like him. He's proven it. He's getting better. Maybe more help at the guard position will probably be the most reasonable thing to do. Or if they decide, even with getting somebody like a Chase Young in a trade, maybe still continue to look for a defense line help because we definitely need it. We're sitting at last as far as our sack totals. You know, we get very little to no pass pressure on anybody. So I wouldn't mind drafting a second defensive end. You know, I've said it before. There's a one at Alabama that I like, and as well as one at Florida State, as well as the one at UCLA. Now, I got to actually watch him see. I got to actually watch him play in person, so I was very impressed. Now, again, he's a junior. He don't have to come out. He can decide to stay. But if he does, I think he'll definitely be a good candidate in the trade. Now, if we do something like that, I would recommend us trade down one of those picks. Now, of course, we're going to have to use Marvin Harris to pick in the first, because I think he's going to be in the first 5 draft, right? He's going to be one of the top 5 players in the draft. So we're going to have to use one of our picks in the top 5. But I think at second we could possibly trade down, right? And maybe collab on some other picks, maybe get a first, so trade somebody's first round picks and get the later pick, hopefully get the player that we're looking for in that first round, as well as possibly picking up a second round pick. And we could possibly get that back from the trade we may lose with Chase Young. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's just me, Wheels turning, acting as a GM. I could probably do a good job as what we got going now with the Birds. So put me in the spot. You know, I'll be willing to take the job. I'll be willing to take the job. Chicago Bears' problem is head coach that works with his quarterback. Look here. That's why you could be right. You could be right. So the rumor is Jim Harbaugh, they're going to make a pact. Now, I do know they just signed him, extension, but we know that don't mean nothing, right? That don't mean a damn thing. We should have played the Raiders again. God, dog. John the Baptist, you ain't never lying. Matter of fact, I want to play Raiders every week if we can. Jeez. Unfortunately, that can't happen. That can't happen. But if they keep messing with John Harbaugh with this NCAA stuff, they just keep poking at it. It might come to fruition. He might leave college and come back to the NFL. And that, to me, not a bad pickup. Not a bad pickup at all, man. I don't know. But let me go back to showing this highlight because I was supposed to be showing it. I just got off a damn tangent about my Birds. I'm so disgusted by that. So, again, UCLA played against Colorado. And like I said, at halftime, it was 7-6. They was competing. They was doing all that. Unfortunately, Shinoa got he got ejected. After watching this, guys, I mean, I'm going to let y'all see it too. I don't think it was the right call. Let me say that. I don't think it was the right call. I think it was a bad call. I've seen worse against Colorado when they played Colorado State. I thought that Hunter was a ejectable call, but that wasn't the case, right? That wasn't the case at all. But they man, Daryl Holmes said, let me give him his correct name. My man Daryl Don King Long said, he know why I call him that. I ain't got to say no more. He know why. Go Pistons. God damn. Look here, I don't have to worry about the Pistons. The Pistons are trash. But right now I got to give respect to Detroit Lions. So shout out to them. And they hell with Detroit Pistons. But I got you, Daryl. I appreciate you coming by, guy. Shiloh. You're right. Not Shador. It was Shiloh Sanders. Thank you, Miss Reed, for coming by and correcting me. Because I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. And I did one of them by saying Shador. Shiloh, you are correct. Shiloh Sanders. Shiloh Sanders. So let me play this clip, man. It's pitiful. It was a bad call. Refs made mistakes, and that's okay. They make mistakes. They're human. But this is pitiful.
He's got it again. Makes the cut. Carson Steele delivers a blow that loses the football. Colorado has their second takeaway as Amarian Cooper has recovered.
So that was a play. Let me play it again for those who didn't see it.
He's got it again. Makes the cut. Carson Steele delivers a blow that loses the football. Colorado has their second takeaway as Amarian Cooper has recovered.
So unfortunately, they call a dirty hit on that play. Well, not dirty hit. They call what did they say? Man, I'm having a brain freeze. What is it called? Illegal hit. He got ejected. So he didn't get to play the whole second half. He was in street clothes. To me, again, they're targeting him. God bless, I'm sorry. They called targeting on him. And then they try to say he was using the crown of his helmet. Dude, his helmet, that was his shoulders, guys. So this rule changed a while back because in the league, they used to, man, it was some headhunters back in the days, and they used to do that shit on a regular basis. So they called Shiloh for a targeting, which was a bad call because I don't think it was. Again, he didn't aim for the man's head. He hit him in the shoulder, or more so, his, look, I think it was left side of his chest with his shoulder pad. Not targeting. Targeting is usually, hitting him with the crown of your helmet or something like that. He didn't hit the man's helmet at all. Not one time did he, man. But he got ejected. And I think, to me, that changed the momentum of the game. I think that really hurt him on defense because he's a captain as far as the DB. He's definitely a captain as far as the defense. So, it was a bad call, man. It's a bad situation. That I hated that. I hated that because, like I said, they was competing. They was in the game. Now, again, the offense was still stagnant. Wasn't really doing nothing. It didn't help that Shedeur was got sacked like several times. Hit 10 times, I believe they said it was towards the end of the game. But the offensive line looked pitiful, man. I've seen Little League offensive line block better than what they was doing. Now, was UCLA defense that good? No, they wasn't. But they just still couldn't block, man. They just couldn't block for nothing. So it was really rough on the man. The man was limping over. They talking about the man had to take some shots, had to take painkillers and medicine in order to make it through the game. I mean, that man was just dragging his leg up and down the field. Really couldn't even run and get away from him. I mean, that's how bad it was, man. John Bass said, my Lakers lost a close one. I got you. Lost a close one. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, it's NBA season. Last week, man, it started. And, I really don't get into NBA season until usually around Christmas time. Usually they have a game and they share the TV by themselves, but not even this year. NBA gonna have to share the TV with NFL, so they got game on that on Christmas Day. So, it's gonna be fun to have to decide between the 3 games that will be the NBA games that will be on, as well as the 2 NFL games. So, we'll see. We'll see. It's the next big hit was targeting. It's really, I appreciate you, man. You come up here, you know what you're talking about. That's one. Hey, guys, you know what's sexy about a woman who knows sports? It's a woman who knows sports. And you know something, Miss Reed, boy, she be coming with some knowledge. I like her. Shout out to you, Miss Reed. Shout out to you. My man said they did the same with the Packers last night. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't give a damn about the Packers. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I don't give a damn about the Packers. I don't think cheat the Packers every game. I can't stand them some guns. But I know what you're saying, brother. My man said the Colorado plays against the officials and the offensive line. God bless. You ain't lying. Shout out to my brother. OG Do Dirty. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat, my brother. You didn't have to do that, but you chose to do it anyway. So, good brother, I want to say thank you. Thank you, sir, for your donation. It's greatly appreciated. He says, salute to Hink in the basement. Right on, my brother. Right on. Man, but look. I hate that. I hate that for them because, it's kind of hard. You don't want to use excuses saying, oh, they did it. Yeah, you don't want that to be an excuse because at the same time, they still had a chance to win. Unfortunately, offensive linemen decided to take the day off that day. They decided that they're going to take an early fall break. They decided not to show the hell up. Now, in the press conference, unfortunately, I don't have that clip. I wish I clipped it, but I didn't. Coach Prime did talk about that. He talked about that heavy. And he didn't hold no punches when he talked about it. He didn't. He said, we got to go out here and find us offensive linemen. And I can't disagree with him. But man, Miss Neal said, Bear fans don't like Packers. Right on. Tell it like it is, Miss Neal. They don't understand that. We don't give a damn about them. But he just straight up said it. He said, man, I need some offensive linemen. Straight down, I need some offensive linemen. And right now, what I got on the roster ain't cutting it. I got 5 sorry-ass bodies that I'm putting out here to try to protect my son from getting killed every weekend and every week out. And they just not doing it. What is he supposed to do, man? He's running for his life every goddamn game. Why? Because offensive linemen suck. They suck bad. It is what it is. Hey, before I go any further, man, if you look at behind me, you'll see my Funko Pop of the Week along with my Album of the Week. Album of the Week is Ray Parker Jr. Funko Pop of the Week is the figures, the characters. The characters from the movie Ghostbusters. Funny movie. I remember going to the theater to see it back in the days. They have made multiple remakes of it. It's just hard to make it's hard to really put out a classic movie like that and try to do it justice. And so far, they haven't done that. Now, the one with the female ones, I haven't seen that one yet. I didn't see the girl Ghostbusters. That looks so damn corny. I did see the one with the young kids. That was all right. It's just not the same. Ghostbuster theme are a deeper cut. And they all suck ass. Oh, man. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to put out a significant enough classic like that and try to redo it or remake it or whatever you want to call it. That ain't gonna work. So Ghostbusters, original Ghostbusters 2, loved them. They was good movies. Of course, the effects for that time, it is what it is. Yeah, I can imagine them putting that movie out with the effects that we have now. Man, it would have been perfect, man. Perfect. But it is what it is. They tried. So, shout out to the Ghostbusters and my man Ray Parker. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters, right on. And I try to use that theme because we all know Halloween is coming up here tomorrow. Please, when y'all go out with your kids, please be safe. Please watch your babies. Please check the candy. I don't know how they do in a lot of people's states, but they do offer like the immediate care in the city of Louisville, where I'm from. They do allow you to take the candy to the immediate care, and they will x-ray your candy. I know they started doing that a while back, and they still currently do it. So if that's what you need to do to examine your kids' candy, please do. And make sure you examine the candy. And look, it's only one time a year, right, where they get to enjoy all this candy. Allow them to have a little bit extra. Now, make sure you get enough time so they can kind of wind down before they go to bed. allow them to enjoy it. You know, allow them to enjoy it. Because look, I know some of you parents, y'all some trifling people. Y'all gonna eat all the good candy up any damn way. Y'all gonna go soon they go to bed and later on that night. Y'all gonna take all the Reese cups, the Snickers, you know, maybe the Milky Ways, you know, and y'all gonna leave with that orange and black peanut butter candy, the bit of honey, maybe even the candy corn packs. You know what y'all do. You know how y'all do. Y'all guess what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna do them babies wrong. I know y'all. I can imagine. Why? Because I did it. I did. I ain't gonna lie. Look here. Are y'all the same ones who like to go to the well-off neighborhood, drive about 20 minutes away from where you live just to get the best candy? That's what we did. My son and my daughter. Yeah, we hit them up. We hit them early. We want to be some of the first because we know some of them give them whole candy bar. They ain't just giving them a little bite side. They ain't giving them a bite side, but they give it a whole bar. Why not? Yeah, y'all gonna be in there taking out them babies' Kit Kats and the Twix. I don't know what y'all gonna do. I know it, man. I did it. My man said, just hear me. I said, the problem with all the remarks is that I don't understand why the first one was funny. The characters are losers, unemployed, grifters who happen to get put in a real situation. I know that's right. And the remakes are all politics. So they don't put their characters in a bad light. I know that's right. I said, nah, I just walked the neighborhood with the boys, sipping from my pockets. What you got in your pockets now? There, just hear me out. Too old for that now. I know that's right. Hey, that's when you get your neighbor's kids. Say, hey, I'll take them. Oh, man, look what we saying? Colorado offensive line don't have an NIL deal. They shouldn't. They probably making deals on the side to protect him. Oh, goddamn. Oh, boy, that's funny. My man said Jameson's, as always. Right on. Guys, boy, y'all. Look here, I tell y'all, boy, y'all. There's one thing about the chat, boy. Y'all always coming up with some slick stuff, man. I promise you, y'all do, man. I promise you, y'all do, man. Shout out to y'all. But with that being said, man, look. Colorado's going to have to get some offensive linemen. They're going to have to. They're going to have to do something. Because the way that Shedeur was getting beat up and down that field, man, I feel bad for the young man. He going over and sitting on that bench. He looks so damn pitiful. Man, I felt like he was getting beat up by your boy Francis from in the boxing match, baby. I felt like he was in a heavyweight fight. The way he was so beat down and defeated. Man, it looked bad for the brother, boy. It looked bad. But nonetheless, you had some other games going on. And one of the ones it cost me in a bet was that Oklahoma game. Now, only thing I needed Oklahoma to do was at least win by 4.5. I said it earlier, which can't be happening, but it had to be fine. I mean, they just straight up lost to Kansas, man. They just straight up lost to Kansas. That's pitiful. It's pitiful, man. It was pitiful. But, it is what it is, man. What can you say? I mean, it seems like every year Oklahoma finds some way to lay an egg. And that's exactly what they did, man. They laid a damn egg. I mean, they didn't come through. I watched them beat Texas. Texas is a good team, and that was a good game. But you turn around and lose to a team like Kansas? Guys, in case y'all didn't know, Kansas is a basketball school. Football is not their number one sport. Football is not their forte. It's just not. But guess what? They found a way to put it together and win. They found a way to put it together and win. Look, USC is struggling right now. They barely beat Cal. That game was 50-49. I mean, a lot of these teams that's supposed to be highly ranked and good, man, they just not coming through. They're just not doing what they need to do. They're not taking care of business. It's pretty pitiful, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty pitiful. As far as Colorado, guys, I need for y'all to win 2 games. I need 2 games out of you guys. Can you get me 2 games? Can you at least get me 2 more wins so I can get my change from Logic? Y'all killing me. Again, like I said earlier, games y'all should have won, y'all should have won. Y'all out there just laying eggs to teams. Y'all, look, this Stanford, I ain't gonna never get over it. I counted that as a for sure win. I put that in the books, man. And y'all was winning, and you let them come back. I mean, y'all was competing against UCLA. Now, again, I really feel like that really changed the dynamic of the game when my man got ejected. I do. But you know, at the end of the day, they got that old cliche, man. Next man up. Next man up, and unfortunately, next man could step up and take care of business. They just couldn't, so they took the L. They took the L. So the next few games we have, as far as for Colorado, so this weekend they play against Oregon State. Winnable game. We'll see. They also have Arizona, another winnable game. Washington State, they start to slide a little bit, but a winnable game. The game I don't see them winning is the game against Utah. Now look, I say that, and that'd be one of the games they win. That's just how it is for them. Up and down. 4 games to get me 2. That's all I need. 4 games to get me 2. We will see. We will see. Hopefully that happens for us. I don't know. Guys, if you haven't had the opportunity, please hit that like button. Please like and share and subscribe if you haven't already done that. Yes, I will. I will definitely check out the roster at the end of the show, and I will talk bad about you because I know you lying about this goddamn roster. Ms. Reed, you are correct. I can't deny that. Again, it was rough. But the only unfortunate thing is about Ms. Reed, they had a chance to win, and that's what really irks me. Even after that, they still had a chance to win, and they just couldn't do it. Why? Because they got a bunch of 5 bodies just not want to do what they need to do. They don't want to do the job. I ain't gonna sit there and say they don't want to do. They just can't. They look pitiful out there, man. They look pitiful. So we'll see, man. Salute to you, my brother. Yeah, not only that, want to hear his mouth. I don't want him to unload my pocket. That's I can deal with his mouth. I don't have to unload my pocket to give what I have to give him. That's what I don't want to do. But look, we made a bet. I got to pay it. It is what it is. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully I'm the recipient. Hopefully I will receive the funds instead of pan it out. Guys, I'm telling you, my fingers go. Look, Colorado has 3 out of 4 winnable games for me. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what to say. I don't know if it's going to end up the way I want it to end up, but I'm hoping for it. I'm hoping for it. Look, guys, this weekend, I was scrolling through IG, and I seen this, and look, I don't even know if this is a legit sport or not, but I seen it. I said, look, I have to share this. I have to share this video with my basement dwellers. I have to, because this is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Now, it's about a minute long, but it's very entertaining, at least to me. I thought, look, y'all can let me know in the comments what y'all think about it. I'm very interested. But these guys are running around here with their shirts off, and they slapping the shit out of each other. I mean, slapping the shit out of each other. But this one guy, man, he got slapped, and I don't know, man. That's must have struck his soul, because all of a sudden he turned into a monster out there with this slap game. Look, I ain't got to say more. Guys, just watch the film.
Yo, watch this man go full anime. Activate. They fucked up right here. They activated this man. Fuck out of here, nigga. Give me your back, bitch. I don't even know what fuck type of sport this is, but I fucking love it. Yo, moves, hands. Oh shit, he just wants. Yeah. Oh my god, this nigga's a predator. No, he didn't. He told that nigga chill out, boy. Oh my god! For what? No. Hey. I have no how. What? Yo, just leave him alone, bros. It's not working. Yo, when he aimed them slaps, boy, it looked vicious. This nigga's perfect.
Look, I don't know if y'all was entertained as I was. I don't know what sport that's called. Look, I remember man, what Ice Cube said, slap boxing in the street. That's exactly what it looked like. But not in the street, on the beach. Slap boxing on the beach. Man, I mean, them boys was going at it. They was laying hands on each other. What can I say? That shit looked like it hurt too. But my man was jumping in the air, jumping over cats. You know what I'm saying? He done flew in the air, came down with the hell of slap. I mean, slapping a little buddy's back so goddamn hard, I guess. He tapped out. You know, now he get on one side. I guess that was one of the guy's partners or something. He told him, come on, bring your ass. Bring your ass. But he gave him a slap before he did all that. He let him know. I want you to come on there and get some of his smoke. You come on there and get some of his goddamn smoke. He was slapping the shit out of them boys. That shit look painful. And ain't no way I could do some shit like that. God damn, motherfuckers take shirt off, just slapping the shit out of each other. My God. Now I know y'all seen that other. I think UFC owns the rights to that. That slap boxing or slap fighting. I don't know what they call it. Matter of fact, I think they even got a video game. I don't know. It's crazy. So he said some type of I guess is what it's called, man. I don't know. Shout out to Travel. Look, come through with the craziness. Travel One on autopilot, fly by, say hello to Dorian, and Travel obtain a Chucky T the third. So now Chucky H is in the basement, has a cousin. Now I don't know what that means, Travel One. What are you trying to say? Did Travel One go out there and purchase? Did she purchase her Chucky? Action figure? Did she get her a Chucky doll? What are you saying? Am I influencing you, Travel One? Is my Pops and action figure influencing you to go and start being a collector? I love it. Yes, I love it. If that's the case, definitely, I want to see a picture. I want to see a picture of this. It's a must. Send me a picture. She said I had to. I know that's right. I know that's right. Well, look here. I'm looking forward to seeing the pic. I promise you I am. Oh, my goodness. Hey, I don't know what that shit's called. I just found it entertaining. I just thought I had to share it with you guys to let you know, hey, we could talk about more than just football, basketball, a little bit of baseball. We could talk about other things like that. We can also talk about slap boxing. So shout out to that and that sport, whatever it is. I guess they determine the winner by whoever decides to tap out, who gets tired of being slapped on. Speaking about somebody who probably got constantly slapped on, this dude with these goddamn name changes. Hink's favorite white man. Okay, is that what we call ourselves this week? Last week it was my only white friend. Now it's Hink's favorite white man. God,
well, it's like if you have your one brother and you say, this is my favorite brother. Two things are both true, but they are different. How you doing, Hank? It's good to see you.
Hink is great. It's always good. Man, and anytime you get the opportunity to see me, boy, I made your day. Your day is totally fulfilled when you get the opportunity to talk and interact with him.
It's a total blessing. Yeah, you're like a prophet, a guru, a dean of studies. I mean, you're the total package. You're the total package, man. It's a pleasure to see you. Thank you for allowing me on the show. Since you're talking about sports, I wore my Redskins hat.
Come on, man. We got to switch that over now. It's the Commanders. The Washington Commanders.
I got to see all three of their last Super Bowls. I'm that old. Saw the Dolphins get beat. I seen Denver get beat, and I saw, I don't know, the Raiders, I think. I can't remember. The Buffalo Bills, yeah. As you might imagine, the truth is I'm not really a fan of sports. And I got to hurry up and get my words out before I get paid to get kicked off, or before someone pays you to kick me off, because they're not going to like what I have to say. But I appreciate you giving me the platform and the opportunity. And I want to talk about, as you could imagine, boxing and fight sports in general. I harbor no ill will towards fighters. That is their skill. I respect it. I fear it. It takes a lot to be a professional fighter, or just even an amateur fighter at that. I got it. Big ups to that. But to people who are fans of fighting, I just wanted to say that you're sick. You are sadistic. To sit there and want to see someone get knocked out, you must look within yourself, distance yourself from the attraction to violence, and transcend to a higher being, a non-sadistic being. You're sick. You're filthy. You're disgusting. You're really sitting there like, I hope he gets knocked out. I mean, what kind of a person says that? Only a sick person. Slap fighting is just for people who can't fight. I mean, they're tough, but come on. Also, UFC is for people who can't box, because if they could box, they just box and they'd be richer. So let's just keep it real. Okay. Let's see here. Dale Green, fastest man in the NFL. Joe Theismann in the house. Douglas something, first black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. Guess what team he was on? Right there.
You're talking about Doug Williams, man.
Thank you. What did I say?
Douglas.
Douglas. Yeah, thank you. Doug Williams. Dale Green. Rigo Rangers, 44. He had a limited edition Ford Ranger truck. I don't know if you know that or not. Joe Theismann has a great restaurant in D.C. if you're ever around there. Go check it out. It's still around. I got an autograph from him when I was a child. My mom has it somewhere. So I guess that's it, Hank. If you got any questions for me, or you just want me to cruise on out, whatever you think. What do you think? Have I served my purpose? Have I been good?
You good, man. If you want to hang out with greatness, I don't blame you.
All right. Well, I'll sit back and listen. But I don't know anything about sports. If I tell you what, I like strongman competitions. So if you want to ever like do a show on that, I would love to be your guest host. Like for real. Something about picking up cars and carrying them. It appeals to me. I don't know what it is. I like it. Anyways, no, let me go. I don't know anything. Hank, thank you so much. It's an honor to see you and talk to you. Have a great day. Bye.
All right, bro. Take care. Guys, I did not pay this guy to come up here and say this craziness. I did not. He decided to hit the link. Just like every last one of you have the opportunity to do. I have it pinned to the chat. You're more than welcome to hit that link and come on up here and talk your shit about how good your team is. Or you're more than welcome to use my tissue. Whichever one is best for you. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. How do you follow at that? So you got to be sadistic to watch boxing. You got to be crazy in the head to watch such a brutal sport like that. And want to see somebody get actually knocked the fuck out. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say after that. But we got to keep it going. We're not going to let this man ruin one of the most barbaric sports out there, and that is box. Mano a mano. One man against another man. Two giants colliding for the betterment of the belt. Who could love that beside that one guy who calls himself Hank's favorite white man? And he decided to come back. I guess he wanted round two. Just like Tyson Fury.
I forgot to say something.
Oh, okay. What you get?
Sorry.
What'd you forget to say, brother?
To anyone out there that thinks that teaching impoverished or low income or otherwise troubled youths, if you think that teaching them boxing is a good idea, you're insane. The last thing we need to do is teach at-risk youth how to whoop my ass even faster and more efficiently. You know what I'm saying? The last thing we need to do to teach at-risk youth is that the only thing they're valuable for is whooping ass. Okay? I'm against boxing, and I am even more against teaching poor children boxing. Poor children are more valuable than just beating people up and destroying their bodies and brains. There's something there that needs to be cultivated. And I think it sends a bad message. And it's insane. It's sick. It's gross. And to sit there and watch children box, it's child abuse. It's child abuse. Child abuse. Okay? No way. Not on my watch. Oh, good thing I don't have power. I mean, I'm an American, so I believe in freedom. But I wouldn't let children box. They can play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. They can play Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I'll be damned if I sit there and let children box. And don't get him into that stupid MMA stuff either, because that's promoting homosexuality. Let's be honest. BJJ, you want to roll around the mat with a bunch of hairy, sweaty Brazilians with their platinos sticking you in the face. You ever heard of the north-south position? You ever hear that, Hank? You know what that is?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Too bad. In MMA, the north-south position is just a nice way of saying 69. Gross. Like that actually exists. North-south. This is what we want to teach our kids? How to break people's arms and put their nuts in other people's face? No. Gross. Wrestling's bad enough, but teaching people how to break arms, come on. Too much. Teaching them how to do the chokehold, the sleeper hold. make wrestling great again. First step, WWE is not WWE, it's WWF. Okay, ever since they changed the moniker, done. Okay, where's Bobby? Where's the true athletes in America? Bobby the Brain Heenan, Mr. Perfect, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, Randy Macho Man Savage, the Hulkster, Ultimate Warrior, the Honky Tonk Man. Now that and they are great Americans. Okay, thank you. I'm out. Thanks. I hope I didn't derail you, Hank.
The views of Barnabas doesn't reflect the views of the basement. I just want to let that be known. The views of Barnabas does not reflect the views of the basement. Oh my gosh. Like, shit. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say about that. What can we say? Look, let's get to the main event, right? Let's Jesus. Speaking of boxing, that brutal sport that Barnabas does not like or can stand, and feel like you are doing kids disservice if you teach them that. Look, hey, that's his views. That's his opinion. I understand. Who am I to try to change it, adjust it, or to make him get off his stance? I'm not. But before I do that, shout out to the Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. Two teams who are representing in the World Series. Game 3 is tonight. The series is tied 1-1. I'm not going to go too far into it because I'm not a big baseball guy, but I do watch the World Series. This is the time where I do pay attention. So again, they're 1-1. Diamondbacks just won this past weekend. So shout out to them for winning and tying it up. Again, game 3 is tonight at 8 o'clock. So after y'all leave here, y'all can go turn the TV on. I'm more like y'all not gonna watch all 9 innings, but you go tap in and out. Just look over each other every once in a while. I know they're gonna be competing with the football game, even for a team like the sorry-ass Las Vegas Raiders and the weak-ass Detroit Lions. Still got to watch them. They probably more than likely going to draw more eyes, and those are two teams. Yeah, well, Detroit's good, I ain't going to lie. But the Raiders, trash. But more than likely, they get more views than the World Series game. It is what it is. So shout out to them two teams. Looking forward to seeing who's going to end up winning the World Series. But we'll keep you guys updated. But with that being said, let's talk about what the thumbnail was about, right? Let's talk about that fight that we had on Saturday night. So, when they put this fight together, I'm like, dude, this got to be a goddamn joke. Why is he getting a shot to box against Tyson Fury like it's a real fight, like it's not an exhibition? I mean, what? Look, Francois, I don't blame you, man. It was a bag. You got it. You made it. I didn't think he was going to stand a chance. I ain't going to lie to you. But as he got closer and closer to the fight, even all the way up to probably I thought they was going to come on. And I'll talk about that in a second here. Even though we got close fight, I started to put some money on the fight and take my man. Now, unfortunately, I didn't like the odds. I was going to put a $10 bet on it. I didn't like the odds. I was only going to win $8. Well, I was going to win 18, but I would have got, 10 back plus the 8. So I would have basically just won $8. Then, like I said, it's not worth it. And I'm not going to put no more money on it than I need to other than 10. That's not worth it. So I think that, and then I think I only had like 15 in the account anyway, so I was going to have to reload it for more, but I still had to make my bets for Sunday night, which didn't come through either. Because most of these teams can't cover the goddamn spread. But I'm all for that. So, nonetheless, I was going to do it. I didn't make the move. I can't say I'm glad I didn't because, it was a good fight. It was a real good fight. The judge voted for Tyson Fury as the winner. But if you actually had a chance to watch that fight, you wouldn't have felt that way. If you actually had the chance to see all 10 rounds, because that's what they went, 10 rounds, you would have felt like my man got robbed. Probably like 80% of the people that was at that arena felt like he got robbed. Even some of you Tyson Fury fans probably felt like, yeah, Tyson robbed him. He got away with one. So, look, I got a couple clips. Definitely won't show. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But let me say this. Before I get to the clips, one thing I got to talk about was, for those who had the opportunity to watch the fight, fights also started about 5:30, 5:40, right? So, at 5:30, I clicked over. Was watching a football game. I clicked over. And I had to wait about an hour. Because they had all these. They had one of the babies up there. I think somebody, Jay, as a storyteller, told me it was the baby. It's who it was. He was there. He did his little thing. But he went up twice, and with some old dude, some African dude. He looked like he about 65. He's collecting ARP. He's getting Social Security this time next year. Yeah, he probably need to get out of rap game. I don't know why he's still trying to perform like he's 25, but he was there performing with the baby, along with some other people who I have no idea. They had a couple chicks up there who I didn't know who they was. No idea, none of the people. Only person I did know was the baby. Other than that, the rest of them I did not know. Now, they had a who's who in the crowd. I seen Eminem. I seen Kanye West. Two big time artists they could have possibly had up there performing. Instead, we got bullshit. An hour worth of bullshit. An hour worth of wasted time. Wait for the show to get started. I had to keep watching this bullshit after bullshit. I'm like, God bless, man. All that money they paid to get that fight over, and this is the artist that they found. Now, what I'm hearing, some of them artists was like the local artists, so they was native of that country, so I can understand maybe one or two of them. But man, what it was probably about 6 artists total. So the baby, I understand because he's got a name. What about the other 3? That old dude who's 65 years old should have been up there. I don't know why. Maybe he was relevant at one time, but now he's not. He should be on the tour with the Golden Age tour or something. I don't know. He should be on the Golden Age tour. He should be touring with the OJs and the Temptations. Shout out to you old heads who know what I'm talking about. Shame on you if you don't. But that's the tour he should have been on, not with this thing. But unfortunately, I had to watch him twice. And both times was bad. So, had to suffer through that for an hour before we actually got to the fight. But once we got to the fight, it was well worth the wait. It was well worth the wait. So, here's a couple things. I want you to see this one. First thing's clip is going to be about the knockout. So, let's watch it.
Catches him off guard! Francis Ngannou has just scored a knockdown!
So that was a 3rd round knockout. Ngannou, Francis Ngannou had on Tyson Fury. Now what I'm hearing is, Ngannou had an interview and he's talking about how, like, you know, when they was in the midst of getting instructions from the judge and touch gloves, he's talking about he's going to take him to school. And that was the reason why he was taunting and dancing when he did knock him out. So that was really, I'm like, dude, why are you doing that? But now they had the backstory behind it. Okay, it's only fair. The man I told you he's going to school you and do this, do that. And you have every right to give him the smoke and give him the business. So here's another clip, you know, where your boy Francis is
trying to drive down a right hand. There's a right hand from Fury. Francis standing his ground, solid, steady, determined, and willing to punch as he turns Fury here in round number 8. Would you look at this? Short uppercut on the inside from Ngannou. Now working behind the jab.
So, I mean, he just steadily wearing his ass out during that fight. I'm trying to figure out, like, damn, Tyson, you look like it's your first time in the damn ring. The way he was out there just doing you in type. You would thought that Francois was the defending heavyweight champ, and Fury was the guy who just coming up trying to, you know, get a bag on it. It wasn't the case. Now, of course, you know when you get into a fight, you see yourself reeling. You're gonna pull some moves that you normally probably wouldn't pull, some dirty moves. So here go Fury with the dirty move. Check this out, guys.
And this is what Ronaldo saw in that last round. Ooh, an elbow came in on the back end of that.
So Tyson Fury threw an elbow at the man. Look, if there was a boxer who just strictly boxing, that's it, they probably would have really hurt him. But my man, he's a UFC fighter, MMA. This is, they throw elbows in fights, so he can accept that. He ate that and kept it moving. It didn't even bother him. It didn't even bother him. You know, so I want to show this next clip. And this clip is Mike Tyson working with my man Francis and teach him a thing or two. You know, I guess what we consider training him. But you can see he took in the lessons that he taught him and put it into practice. So right there, you see Mike Tyson showing him some moves here and there and him taking it in. The reason I wanted to show that and talk about that guy is because Wilder got trained from Tyson and didn't turn out as good for him. Right? We all know what the results was with the Wilder, the Fury fight. And I think Wilder's problem is he don't know, he doesn't really take instructions well, because he every time he fought, he just kept trying to do what he wanted to do. He would go right back to his default mode and just fight wildly instead of learning how to box. And that's the reason why I think he lost those fights that he lost, because he didn't want to actually box. He just wanted to throw punches and fight. So I think that's the case. You know, it's crazy as it may sound or may be. It is what it is. But I got one more clip here, guys. And this is where my man asked the question. If Fury was honest, who really won that fight? So let's watch.
If he'd been honest, he would say, I won that fight. I won that fight. There is not a question about it. But, you know, and even before getting here, I know, like, if this fight get to decision, I'm not winning. Not because I didn't do good, because I'm a new guy in the house. I come here and I just want to, you know, kick into people's business. I know there's a structured business out there, and you need to do a lot to destroy it. That's why he would be upset for them. I wasn't expecting to just win like that into decision. But, you know, it is what it is. I do my job. I know that I did everything that I could have done. I did my best. Maybe next time I should just do better to convince people.
So, look, shout out to that brother, man. That man fought a good fight. You couldn't ask for much more than what he did. I, in my heart, I know he won. I think he won. The way he competed, the way he fought. But you know what the old cliche is, man. If you're going against a champ, you got to knock him out. If you sit into that card, there's no way you're going to win a decision. There's no way. They're not going to let it happen. They're just not going to let it happen. So if you're fighting against a champ, you have to knock him out. And that's what my man Francois had to do. But did he win? And I think the judge made a bad mistake on this. Yes, they did. I don't even think it was as close as it was. I don't. You know, it was 1 point between all the judges, between each one. I don't think it was that close. I'd say about 3 points. Each judge could have said it should have been like 96 to 93. And it should have been unanimous, but it wasn't. But we always know that the boxing game was always corrupt. It's been corrupt, and more likely it's going to continue to be corrupt. But anybody who's a contender and you won't go against a champ, you got to knock him out. You got to make it blatantly obvious that you won that fight. It can't be nowhere near close. And when you leave it to the hand of the judge, more than likely they're going to go with whoever the champ is. You're not going to get that dub, unfortunately. It's just unfortunate. Again, that was a great fight. You know, if you did get it on pay-per-view, you got a good fight. I'm not going to say how I got it, but I watched the fight. All Tim Browns. Off a great app that I greatly enjoy, that I have on both my televisions as well as my phone and my tablet. And that I benefit from multiple times, even during the NFL season and NBA season. And any other pay-per-view that I choose to watch. But with that being said, it was bad. You know, it was bad, and it wasn't even close. That's how bad it was. It wasn't even close. Nowhere near close, right? Nowhere near close. This man literally just drug his ass to me. What app is that? Average Man. Now, look, I'm not going to say it out loud, but I will type it in the chat. I will type it in the chat. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I will type it in the chat. And it's a great app. I love it. Definitely appreciate it. And I've used it multiple times, especially on Sunday. To watch football games, to watch pay-per-view, to watch movies, TV series. So I benefit greatly from all of that. So I did type the name of the app in the thing. I will not say it, but I did type it there because I don't want to promote it like that until they start paying me. I'll read an ad or two for you guys if they're willing to pay. But yes, that's the name of the app that I use to watch all of my sporting events and 95% of my football games and basketball games, whether it's college or pro. And any other pay-per-view. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a wrestling fan, but I've seen it on there. UFC, seen it on there, other boxing matches. They got it. Sports I don't even care about. It's like soccer. Soccer, I'm watching sports. Let's see, high school football games from other states on some of them because it's able to watch certain states. So TV shows I ain't seen in a long time. Movies I ain't thought about seeing in a long time. I watch it on there. Movies that are still at the movies, I watch it on there. So that's the name of the app. In case you guys want to partake in that, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. I believe I did put it on my my channel. On my channel, and I did display it on what it was and how it looked. I believe I did that. I know I did a video. I don't know if I can't remember if I uploaded it or not. Well, I'm getting old. Y'all just charging my mind, not my heart, right? But I believe I did upload it on there on the on my channel. If I didn't, I will go and double check. If I didn't, I will do it again, and I will upload it there so y'all guys have opportunity to see what it looks like, see what it's all about. But with that being said, man, again, back to the fight. I just think he got a bad deal. I really do. I really do think he got a bad deal, and wish that he got a fair shake in the situation, but unfortunately he didn't, due to what the judges, they ripped that man. My boy's out for the season. Who? Kirk Cousins? Is that you talking about Kirk Cousins? I hope you're not talking about Kirk Cousins. Because if you're talking about him, you really ain't missing much. I promise you that. I don't know. Again, it's sad that I hope he gets another opportunity. I hope he gets another opportunity to get an opportunity to fight again, like you said, because he competed. He compete on that heavyweight level. Now I don't know how long you want to do this because, like I said, he's been in the UFC for a while. Had a lot of great fights there. And yes, is there more? The bag is bigger. In boxing, yes, it is. But with that being said, it's tough, man. It's tough to take them hits. Fight after fight after fight, man, and then the training you got to do. Yeah, it's a little bit different, man. It's a little bit different. Where my man Mark's up, bro? What's going on, brother? What's good?
Oh, what's up, Hank? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I got you. What's going on with you tonight?
What's up, man? I just got back from the homestead. I got, take care of some business work, grown man business. How you doing?
Man, I'm here, man. I'm here. Let me say that. My college football team is taking L's. My NFL team's taking L's. My bet ticket looks like trash. I'm good.
But other than that, you're blessed.
Hey, I woke up. I can't ask for much more, right?
That's right.
Other than that, I'm good. How about yourself, brother? How you doing tonight?
My NFL team won. My college football team barely squeezed it out. USC barely squeezed out that victory. I don't know how, what happened, who they called, who they prayed to, but they squeezed out that victory. And then the Ravens, they took care of business against, no biggie, right? It's the Cardinals. They were trying to hang in there, though. It was, it came down to one possession score game, but they were in catch-up mode the whole game. I think the Cardinals were. So yeah. I got a shout out my Ravens, man. They're looking like they got a good, solid defense. I think enough to where maybe they can make it to at least the AFC Championship game and not the Super Bowl. I know the Super Bowl is a bold prediction, but for all you non-Ravens fans, but hey, man, so far I know that Steelers game we slumped that one bad, and then that Colts overtime game. I don't know what the hell happened there in overtime, but we could have been undefeated, but it is what it is. We should, you can't play with them. You can't win with them.
Oh Lord, I'm choking.
Come on now, what's wrong with you?
Marcus, boy, you come up here with the jokes, boy. You need to do amateur night at the Apollo.
So we want to make some slick shots. Okay, we want to make slick shots. Oh, okay, with your Chicago Cubs. Hey, they're not Bears right now. They're Cubs. They're playing like Cubs right now. All right, stop it.
I can't deny it. I can't fight you. I can't.
You might as well put the Chicago Bulls lineup to play for your offensive line.
Well, look here. As much of a realist that I am a realist. And what you were saying right now, talking about making it to the AFC Championship game, they only got one win under Lamar's playoff win belt, right? He's 1-3, correct? You realize that, right?
Stop it! Stop it! They've been to the AFC. They've been to the AFC Championship game before. Not will that happen this year? Watch, if they keep going the way they're playing, consistently better. Trust me, they've been getting better and better. Trust me.
Lamar has never made it to no AFC Championship game.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
He hasn't. He's
once
made it AFC. He only got one win. He got to win 2 games to make it to the AFC Championship game.
He made one bet. He did.
What year?
It's like 2019, 2020.
No.
No. Yes. All right. Anyways, but besides the trolling and the hating, I'm gonna manifest that this comes true, as the modern women like to say. As modern women like to say, manifest. So I think it's because I think it's the Aquarius sign in me. Maybe it could be that, but But no. Onto a serious note, my basketball team, the Warriors, are doing good for the most part. They won 2 out of 3. The Kings look like dogs. The Lakers look 50-50. The Nuggets are doing the Nuggets what the Nuggets do, coming off that championship performance last season to now. The Bucks are looking like a threat. They're hungry dogs on that team. Lillard, Giannis. As long as they stay healthy, they'll go far deep into at least the Eastern Conference Championship, if not the NBA Finals, to represent the East. Boston looks pretty good too. Kristaps Porzingis is actually playing really good with them. I'm surprised a little bit because I didn't think he'd have much left in him, but I think that team rejuvenated him to show more. Jason Tatum, hopefully Jaylen Brown picked up some dribbling lessons over the offseason. He's not going to turn the ball over like 9-10 times. We got to, still can't believe he got that much money, but hey, get your money, man. I ain't going to be mad at you getting your money, but you got to show why you got that money, and you got to prove why you got that money. Because
let me say this about Jaylen. Jaylen is bad. Jaylen is bad.
You just repeated what you said.
I'm just saying this. I'm just saying, man, he's bad because that's the reason why. Jaylen can't dribble left.
No.
And what he's showing is you can still make it in the NBA even though you can't dribble to the left.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good for these kids because now these kids going to start seeing that, well, I ain't got to dribble left. Jaylen Brown don't do it. He got the big bag. Yeah, that's not good for the NBA. It's not good for college. It's not good for high school. And you should have learned this in elementary, how to dribble left. Elementary.
Yeah, and remember, they lost Marcus Smart, so you got that defensive presence because Marcus was basically like the Draymond Green of that team. He was that dog of that team. And instead of you paying Jaylen Brown, you could have let him go, and you could have picked up. In my opinion, you could have got Damian Lillard, or you could have got maybe a Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo. You could have got someone like that caliber on your squad. I still root for the Celtics because they got Jason Tatum on there because, shout out to the light skinned brothers. I got a lot of love for them, respect for them, but, You know, because like I know a lot of people drag Jason Tatum. I was like, but listen, hey, this kid as a rookie took LeBron James' Cavs team to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals as a rookie. Took a team to the NBA Finals. Yes, they had no chance against my Warriors because it's the Warriors, because you got Steph Curry, you got Klay Thompson like a Tiggy, and then you got Draymond Green. You know, you got, you know, the plethora of other players who contribute to that, Iguodala and all that. But, you know, he also led them back to the Eastern Conference Championship Series last year and took him 7 games because they were down 0-3 and they came back to tie it and then took a game 7. So they're hungry to win it. They need that extra step, that one more player, one more piece. I think a solid piece. They got time. You know, the season just started a week ago. The Sixers, I don't know. I can't. You know, yeah, Joel Embiid won the MVP last year, but they got out in the second round, if I'm not mistaken.
No, yeah, I think it's like second round that they lost to. Go ahead.
Yeah, so and like, you know, they were expecting the Sixers to go far into the Eastern Conference Championship. They couldn't make it to the third round, if not to the NBA Final.
Some of them had went in the NBA.
Yeah, you know, and I actually like Joel Embiid's game. Is just no, and this is no offense to Harden because he's an offensive specialist, but he doesn't like to play defense. I don't know, something with a nutritionist. I don't know if he's hiding in a cave or they got him somewhere hiding in a closet, holding him against his will. Like you know, his guy's eating fast food. You know, he's not eating the nutrition he's supposed to. You know, I like Harden's game, but you know, he's predictable too. And you know, when he was more like MVP caliber, part of the reason why he won MVP is because he was actually playing defense on the other side too. He could actually play defense when he wanted to, but he's actually a pretty big, strong guy. You know, he actually yammed it over Draymond Green. I remember when he was on that tirade, when he was on Out of Control, playing in the NBA Western Conference Finals, and they were 1 game away from going to the finals that year. And if it wasn't the Warriors winning it, it would have been the Rockets winning for Chris Paul. Then you got the Phoenix Suns looking like they're really hungry contenders too. It's just, it all comes down to staying healthy and you have the right pieces in the bench, because the Suns did get rid of a lot of their bench from that NBA Finals team that won a few years ago.
Well, not only the Suns, but Milwaukee gave up a couple good bench players on that squad, so that's what's going to be their challenge. I think they got probably one of your best starting 5 in the NBA in Milwaukee, but once they go to that bench, I think that's when they really fall off, because they trade a couple good bench players from the squad, and I think it's going to affect them in the long run. I really do.
Yeah,
so
it could. See. Yeah, I think, because you can't just rely anymore on just your starting 5. You got to have a healthy, good, decent. It doesn't have to be an all-star studded bench, but it has to be a good, decent, reliable bench where they can play defense and get a few points here and there, and you know, keep the momentum going while the other guys are sitting out. But when it comes to, all right, now we can go back to football real quick because I'm going out of control right now. All you Chiefs fans, and all you Russell critics, I know that Russell Wilson was going through his thing with Sierra off the field, but all you guys who are Chiefs bandwagoners right there can suck it on a pipe and smoke it, my friends, because for the longest time, y'all were doing Arrowhead Stadium this. Y'all been, for 16 times we beat them in a row. Ha ha, my friends, ha ha. Because for the longest time, this drought has been for a while for all my Denver affiliates who on the other side of that pond over there, that all my friends and family members who are Broncos fans over there. You got it. You guys showed up that night. Y'all made Patrick Mahomes look predictable, mediocre. That offense was mediocre. 9 points. And I watched the nightcap show with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. I watched that. Shannon Sharp wasn't trying to give him the flowers of Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson, he had a passing yard game. It was all right. But passing touchdowns, he did good. He did 3 passing touchdowns. So he has to be the guy you give credit to. He is the quarterback. If you're gonna blame the quarterback when they lose, fine, but you gotta give praise to the quarterback when they win. In my opinion, that's fair enough, right? He did his job. Bill Belichick, shout out to him. Do your job. You know, what does Mike Singletary say? You can't play with them. You can't win with them. You can't not coach with them. You know, so you know, it is what it is. I can rub it into the Chiefs fandom so much in their face. Take that tomahawk and shove it up here. You know what? But you know, onto greener and bigger pastures. It sucks that Kirk Cousins got an Achilles injury. He's out for the season. He did beat Jordan Love and the Packheads and the Cheeseheads over there, you know, who they're probably missing, Aaron Rodgers. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, the Jets did win. They pulled it out there, you know what, derriere on that victory over the Giants, so they can call themselves the Kings of New York, as Jim Rome in the radio show. And Jim Rome says, you know, is that such a big deal? But they are sitting at 4-3, so they can make it to the playoffs in the wild card. The Jets, I can see that because the defense is that good. And if the offense can get the rhythm a little more here and there, they got a decent running back and decent running game. They got like 2 or 3 good receivers. You know, they can maybe make something just as long as Zach Wilson just stays focused and doesn't mess up and, you know, turn the ball over. I think that matters a lot. Other than that, I know the Saints won. The Saints was a good game. You know, Derek Carr doing Derek Carr things. A lot of people were Derek Carr criticizers. I'm actually not, you know. Derek Carr is a California guy from Fresno State playing over there on the Bulldogs. So glad to see his time where he has his good moments and his bad moments. It is what it is. You know, other than that, I know the Bengals. Oh, another thing too, all you Niners bandwagoners. Again, I repeat, all you Niners bandwagoners. As much as I like some of that squad, all you guys can also stick it too, because for the longest time, y'all were saying Montana's the GOAT, Jerry Rice is the GOAT, which I do agree that Jerry Rice is the greatest wide receiver, right in front of Terrell Owens, who I think is the number 2 greatest wide receiver of all time, in my opinion. And then it's Randy Moss. I know people are going to give me flack for that, but it is what it is. We are here now, and Megatron. I think Megatron is the other top receiver that should be in the Mount Rushmore, in my opinion. But yeah, you know, yeah, the Bengals won. The Bengals are exactly the team, if they stay healthy, are an AFC championship threat, if not a Super Bowl contending threat when they're healthy. Because special team was doing good for the most part. I know McPherson, he missed that field goal. It was 50, but he made up for it with the 55-yarder, if I'm not mistaken. And then, you know, the defense did their job, and offense did what they had to do on the running game. And because, you know, Joe Mixon is a dog, you know, shout out to Bama, because Bama is like running back University Central 101. You know, and you know it's true because a lot of top running backs come out of there in the NFL, to the NFL, you know. Will Levi, whatever his name is, from Tennessee Titans, put some respect on his name because he did play and he did a 4 passing touchdown game. I know that the Browns it was a close game because it was like 28-23, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, Joe Mixon didn't play for Alabama, right?
No, who was no?
He played for Oklahoma.
No, that's right. My bad. All right. Well, Oklahoma's the other squad. Oklahoma's the other squad. But my bad. I was confused because I was going all over the place right now. It was a lot of stuff, bro. It's a lot of stuff right now.
You got a lot on your chest, but we here for you, brother. We here for you.
No, I feel you. I know what it was. I think I had some bad fruit. I might have like 2 bad pieces of sushi or something like that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I got gout. It's like rich people problems. I don't know, something like that. I have no idea. But you know, my glaucoma's up, you know, but like I said, you know, it's a lot of crazy things. Fight game wise, in the fight game, that boxing fight, the boxing game, with Tyson Fury and Ngannou, that was crazy. Because I actually am a big supporter of Ngannou, but Ngannou, the thing about Ngannou was he actually conditioned and he actually knocked down Tyson Fury once or twice in the fight. And that, especially that first one, you kind of caught that reality check that Fury was like, oh snap, like, you know, some of these UFC fighters, you give them enough time, and someone as Ngannou, who is physically trained, He's a monster. He's a beast. He's not afraid to fight. He's not afraid to go bang. But when Tyson Fury clearly, I don't know what it was. Maybe the refs from the payroll and the tape. Who knows? I thought it was more of a draw and it was a split decision, in my opinion. But even if that was a draw, that's a major victory for Ngannou, because that would have been his first major professional boxing fight for him, going up against the world heavyweight champion in Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. But, I think what Gypsy King needs to do is put down the beer bags and, take it easy and get back to conditioning, because it's not going to be that fun when he faces a guy like Usyk, because Usyk is short, but he can give you problems in the body, especially with that guy. Usyk is more of a technical, chess player of a boxer. That's why he could handle Anthony Joshua that way, So, and they want to make Deontay Wilder and Joshua. They want to make that fight happen. We don't know how fast that can happen. Andrew Ruiz, has Andrew Ruiz boxed Deontay Wilder yet?
Not that I know of.
So they want to make that fight happen too, because I remember hearing that too back in the boxing world. So they want to make that fight happen potentially, Deontay and Andy Ruiz. But I'm pretty sure Deontay, if he plays his cards right, he'll win that fight, in my opinion. I know Andrew Ruiz, he likes to box more calm and mannered and more, instead of being a brawler, he'll do that. But all it takes is one or two punches from Deontay and you're out. He's still got that one-hitter quitter. He has that in him. That's why he's a bronze bomber. Hey, guess what? He's another guy from Bama. Hey, watch out for that guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then the UFC, man. I don't know if you touched on this, if you touched it on your channel, but UFC, I'm also a big UFC fan and supporter. I grew up in that kind of realm because I used to do a lot of kickboxing, and I did some MMA. In my experience, I've done boxing on the side too when I was younger with my dad. And just the realm of UFC right now for what it is. You had a lot of fights coming up. You had some upsets in the past. Like Kamaru Usman just fought on short notice against Hamza Chimaev, who a lot of people said that he split decision won, but it feels like people said that he got robbed. So there's that issue. And then Volkanovski got knocked out by Islam Makhachev. I know that Paulo Costa was supposed to fight Hamza originally, but something happened. He got injured, and Usman stepped up in short notice. Shout out to him, because he's improved his game a lot, and he's gone up in weight class. Because 170 to 185 is a nice little bump in weight. It's not like a small weight amount. It's a good bump, big difference. And the heavyweight fights, I know John Jones was supposed to fight. John Jones is still the scariest man on the planet when it comes to being a UFC fighter. He is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. You do not want to be locked up in a bathroom like the Saw movie, the first one, because it will not end up pretty. You're going to want to chop off your own foot and get the hell out of there before he gets hands on you. That's how bad he is. So, yeah, he's out for several months because of a pectoral muscle tear. He messed it up in practice. So sparring and stuff. So he wasn't able to fight Stipe Miocic how he was supposed to, because Stipe Miocic was the last bad man before Francis Ngannou. And
let me answer this question by the chat. Average man. No, it wasn't the title was never on the line as far as the fight. The fight did count towards Tyson Fury's record. So no, it wasn't a title fight. No belt was on the line. So that wasn't the case. It was a money grab exhibition fight, pretty much. But it does count towards his record. I mean, Tyson Fury's record as well as Ngannou. So no belt was on the line.
Yeah. So like two people that I ran into today while I was at work. They were saying, was that like a title fight? It's like, no, that was just an exhibition. Like, it was a lot of money, a lot of eyes, probably a lot of subscribers or followers that went to their pages too. But and maybe some merchandise was sold on the side too. So, but I'm glad that Ngannou got his money. I'm glad that PFL gave him that chance. And this is another thing people maybe not know. But within that clause of his PFL contract, they did agree that they were willing to go and say, hey, we'll take PFL's greatest heavyweight fighter in Ngannou and put him up against UFC's John Jones in the heavyweight division, and we'll see who's going to talk then and there. They have the green light to say good thumbs up. They're willing to do it. It's up to UFC and Dana White to go along with the process and say, okay, we're down to do it too. You know, Dana is a businessman. The table right there, the Fertitta brothers, they're down too. The Hunter, they're all down to, if they play their cards right, it could be like not on the same level as Conor and Mayweather, but close to it with the numbers and the money. You know, that'll be a big super fight. And the fact that you're doing franchise against franchise, like, and you know, a monopoly of the brand of UFC versus PFL's fighters. If that's the case, if you're going to do that, you might as well put the best fighters in that same pay-per-view card from PFL versus the best fighters of the UFC in that card. And that'll be a hell of a paper sell. And a lot of money will be sold. A lot of tickets will be sold if that's just coming from the outside in, you know. I'm thinking like Don King right now, you know.
I see.
You know, I may not have the beard like you, my boy, but I got to get that beard in my game. Seriously.
Keep working, my guy. It'll get there.
Yeah, I'll get you.
But Mark, I'm about to shut this show down, man, because I had a good show today, man, and I appreciate everybody being. Brother, I appreciate you coming up here, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You a fan of the Ravens? I'm not gonna hold that against you.
You're not. You can't. You can't.
Don't know, and that's okay. You keep.
Well, oh wow!
Educate you, brother. That's what I'm here for, brother. To help my fellow man and woman.
Let me know when the Bears evolve from Cub status to Bear status finally, because Mike Singletary, Mike Ditka, Walter Payton, all of them are waiting. They're all waiting.
Yes, they are. And so is a lot of fans.
Yeah. Justin Fields was out there. I couldn't tell if he was going to cut a demo, be a coach, or whatever. I couldn't tell. Right now because he looked like he won something. The way he was just standing there with the headset, I couldn't. Yeah, you won with those shades on that night. You won with those shades on. That's it. Because we can't see your eyesight right now. We couldn't see nothing.
Well, he looked like a defeated man. That's what he looked like. So it is.
No, he looked like a multi-million-dollar paid man chilling right there in his contract.
God damn. Well, he is still under the rookie contract, and he's still getting paid. But I don't know if he's going to be with us much longer. We'll see. We will have to see.
We are who they thought we were.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I have to move because I'm getting sick of you talking bad about my squad. Marcus,
it's all right.
Good night, my brother. You have a good one, and fuck the Ravens. Hey man, shout out to brother Marcus, man, for coming up, man. Shout out to the shout out my man Barnabas for coming through, man. Even though he lost me with some of these statements he was making. Shout out to him, man. Hey, I always want to shout out to everybody that came through, man, in the chat. Average man, thank you, sir. Grooming and Reviews. Thank you. Miss Reed, always. Thank you. Even world class. Well, what the hell with you? But thank you for coming anyway. Quentin, my man. Sorry to hear about your man going down. It is what it is. That's part of the game. That's rough out there. Shout out to Dorian for being a great moderator. Trevor Warren, Soapbox. Thank you guys for coming. My girl, Miss Nia, shout out to you. My man, hear me out. The Narrative and Dialogues. Thank you, sir, for coming by. Why, hi. Thank you for stopping by. My man, OG Do Dirty. Shout out to you, brother, not only for the super chat, for coming by, my guy. I definitely appreciate it. John the Baptist. My man, Daryl Long came by. Talking about Detroit Pistons. They suck ass, but right on to you, brother. Thank you for coming by. My man, What We Know podcast. I'm sure you getting ready to watch them sorry ass Detroit Lions play, but who cares? I just want to say thank you for coming by, my guy. That's all. E Black, my girl, red listed. Right. Shout out to you, Smitty. I feel your pain, brother. We in the same boat. E Black, 49ers suck ass. Thank y'all all for coming by. And if I left anybody out, I apologize. I promise you I do. Shout out to my man Marcus for coming by again. That was a mess. So disrespectful. That wasn't messed up. So disrespectful. Did he really say F them Ravens? Marcus, yes, I did. Yes, I did say that. Seems like the Ravens got smoked to cook. Say we eating birds tonight. I know that's right. Hey, look here, man. It seems like everybody eating bird meat tonight because my team can't win shit, man. We sucking ass. And I don't think it's going to get any better because the New Orleans Saints are tough out. But don't mess around and let that rookie get another win for y'all. Don't mess around and let that rookie get us another win. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it happens. We'll see. Hopefully this time next week I'm knocked down and out and busted and disgusted again. And hopefully you guys, you have a great Halloween. Again, make sure you take them kids out there. Y'all be safe out there. Make sure you have plenty of lighting or some light colored clothes or some type of reflective gear on and allow the kids to be safe. Enjoy themselves. Kids, get all the candy you can, baby. Enjoy yourself. You only have it once a year. So let them kids be kids, right? Let them enjoy themselves. Have a good time. Thank you guys for coming to the basement. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. And I appreciate if you continue to rock with me. But before you go, guys, please hit that like button. Please share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Looking forward to a show. Still a little bit up in the air with it, but I got an idea. I just got to work some the kinks out on some of the things. But definitely got an idea. Looking forward to Wednesday's show and having a good time in Morocco with you guys. But I will see you guys then. Have a good night.